Hello, Namaskar, everyone, to my YouTube channel, The Uncut Room, where we daily discuss one news. And today we are going to discuss the news which is related with the Chinese firm contracts. So, the heading of this news is India's to scrap curbs on Chinese firm that bid for government contract. So, basically, there is in 2020, there is some clashes between India and China on the Galwan Valley. For this, the government makes some more restrictions and over the Chinese firms for bidding on the India's manufacturing plant. And right now, these restriction impact on India's growth because a lot of projects are going delay, and we have a shortage of workers. So. That's why the government is planning to remove that restrictions. So that is the small gist about this news. Let's move forward and understand what the government want to convey here. So basically, the finance minister planned to scrap 5-year-old restriction on Chinese firms bidding for government contract as seek to revive commercial ties in a environment, reduce border tensions. So basically, because of that border tensions, the government put these restrictions 5 year, that is 5 year old, imposed in 2020 after a deadly clash between the country's troops, that is in the Galwan, required Chinese bidder to register with an Indian government committee and obtain political and security clearance. These measures effective barred Chinese firm for competing from Indian government contract, and because of these restrictions, Chinese government lose around 700 billion to 750 billion dollar, that is estimated worth the Chinese builders are like are not able to get from the India's manufacturing. Now, the source is officially working on to remove the registration requirement. Both sources said that last PMO will be take the final decision. Right now, the from the PMO and there is a no confirmation comes, but the restrictions that had significantly impacted month after they have were made a public. Chinese state-owned CRCC was disqualified from bidding for $216 million from train manufacturing contract. So recently there is a one bidding is happened for train manufacturing contract, that is around 216 million, and Chinese owned party, that is CRCC, that lose that bidding. So, and right now, on the other hand, we are planning to remove the restrictions so that Chinese company or Chinese firms more invest, or as a bidder, they will easily come into the market to fulfill the shortages which we are facing after the 2020 restrictions. So soon after India imposed its restrictions, the value of a new project awarded to the Chinese bidder fell 27% from a year earlier to 1.6 billion 2021. So yeah, after the restrictions, the Chinese bidder which is fell down from 26 so 27%. So these number uh, bidders are not able to put the bidding into the manufacturing unit. So right now, these curbs import from the China to equipment of a power sector and hinder the India's plan to raise their thermal power capacity about 307 gigawatt over the next decade. So we need the resources from the Chinas. That's why the government is planning to do. So that's all about this. Thank you, and we will meet tomorrow.